Okay, thank you, please.
Okay, it is started. Is it started? Yeah, it started, I think. Yeah, fine.
So now you can start, please. From
Yes.
module number 1, administration.
Yes, administration module, this is company definition screen. We have a very good option in this system, just like other systems, which is like we can define multiple companies under one instance. Like if my business has a two or three or four different companies and each company is a different legal entity, but my CEO is the same for all these entities. So I can define four different companies under this single link. Okay, so
Okay.
you can see we have defined these companies. There is one company with the name of Saudi Enterprise Limited. I'll click this company, and these are the features where we can use company code and company name, etc. And other thing is related to address, language, and currency. You can see we can have a different currency as well. We can have a different calendar as well, Gregorian and Hijri. Okay, this calendar will be mapped with the company, and we can define the logo which will be shown on the reports. Okay, why this screen is important from the technical perspective. Once you open a new company in the database side, there will be a new instance or new database schema will be created automatically, which means that you
Okay.
have four different companies now, and after 2 or 3 years you have segregated. One of those company has been sold. What you can do, you can remove the data from the database very easily and then move it to the new instance. So it's similar. Once you create the company, then everything which is related to employees information from hire to retire will be mapped with this company. There are country, cities, currencies, exchange rate options, but I'll show you something else which is important for you for now. We have a structure information, like what it is. Other systems, any other system, even including Oracle, they have a fixed structure policy. Like either they know the in HR, there are only four or five different segments like company, divisions, then departments, jobs, and employees. What we did, we know because I was working in HR part since last 15 years. I have worked on multiple systems, including Oracle, SAP, SuccessFactor, Workday, and then Odoo and PeopleSoft. I have noticed that every system has a fixed structure policy. What we do, like in this system, you can design a structure as per your own needs. For example, even if you have you have four different company, and one company is into a construction business, one company is into a food business, one company is into a IT business, and you know that for the construction business there is a requirement of the projects. For the food business, there is a requirement of the like segments, like you have a burgers or you have a milk product, and similar for the IT business, you have a different requirement. They are the clients. So every company can have a different structure. So what you can do, you can design your own structure. Like you can say, for example, I said Saudi Enterprises Limited, they have four different segments, which will be similar to their financial segments. In your chart of account, whatever segments has been defined, we will open it here in the same sequence, because ultimately your payroll is going to be integrated with your financial system. So company is the first segment, then second segment is your division, which is company business division, then third segment is a project, and fourth segment is your work location. Then where you will define the values, I'll show you. Once you define the structure type of your company and you set the values, I'll show you here. I'm using super user. So the super user has the complete information, but I will log in with the user assigned to this company only. Then this data will be shown for this company only. See, I said the company. Company is an independent section. So I have all companies here. Saudi Enterprise Limited is defined at the bottom. Let's say I say this is a division. Now system will ask me what is a dependent value, like division of which company. I will say I need to see division of, let's say, WorkBlix. Once there is no division, I need to see division of this company, Tosif Enterprises. So system will show me these different divisions: corporate, stocks, garments. I'll say I need to see the division of Saudi Enterprises Limited. So it will show me the division of this, like construction division, food division, system division. So this was my business division part. Then I want to see the project part. So now system will ask me for which business division you need to look at the project. I need to see construction division of Saudi company. So it says that Makkah Metro project is one project and Riyadh Metro project is another. Then I want to see system food division projects. Under food division, I have meat shops or I have restaurants. Then I need to see my systems division. So I have an ERP project, so Hodo ERP and Oracle ERP project. Accordingly, what we can do when we are defining jobs, departments, and employees, we will map it with the same sequence. What will happen? Your timesheet will be accurate, your payroll cost will be accurate, and it will be linked with your financial system in a very good way where you will not find misinterpretation of your debit and credit things. Okay, similar if I see you want to location. Now my location is depending on the company value, and then system will ask me, okay, show me the location of Saudi Enterprise Limited Jeddah sites, Makkah sites, and the Riyadh sites. So I have defined a value. Now what I will do in this system, because I have a multiple companies, so I need to map this structure with Saudi Enterprises Limited only, because you can see there are multiple companies here, but the structure what I have created will be mapped with this company only. You can see that it's Saudi Enterprise Organization structure, and it says that it has company, division, project, and work location, and the primary segment is company. Why this primary segment? This will be the balancing segment of your financial system. We will ask your finance department, your chart of accounts, whatever balancing segment will be there, we will use this primary segment. So what will happen? Every cost of the employee salary will be credited to this company level, right? Do you have any
Yeah,
question so far?
yeah. Actually, we have only one company, and we are just following that.
That's
We
fine.
don't have division in company.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just showing you the usage of the system. Okay. Once you do
Okay.
this, then let's see. I'll show you something. You can see that under this company, under this user, I have multiple companies. Okay. I want to show you a new user with. I will log in with the new user and will show you what data you can see. Okay. Okay. Let's say this is. Um, Here you go. And then you see that now this user has only access to one screen of the administration module. And if I go to this screen, it will have only one company visible for this employee. Okay. So he cannot look at any other data. He will look at the data of Saudi Enterprises Limited only. But if I go there, it has a different company's view. So here you can control the role-based access control. How we can do this? We define our different users here. Okay, sorry. Okay, we define different users here, and this user, each user will have different mapping accordingly. Like this system has an option to map it with your Active Directory also. Like if you want single sign-on, we can do that. Okay, then if it is not single sign-on, if it's application user, we will define here. We will map it with the employees. Okay, this user should have an active employee status in the company. Otherwise, it will not be user for this system. Okay, what will be the form number, what will be the number of login failures. The important thing on this form is that can delegate. If you look at this checkbox, which means that if this user has a workflow responsibility, he needs to approve vacations, he needs to approve timesheets, he needs to approve new hires, and this guy is going on vacation, who will do his job? So we can define a delegate option in the system, which means that if we give this checkbox check, it means on when he goes on the vacation, he will have to define an employee on his replacement who will do his task in the system. Okay, this is the user option, and then these users are mapped with the multiple different roles. Okay, role assignment, I will show you. We define different roles according to the function of the user. If he is from HR, he will have HR department role only, which means that if you see that this user Like, let's say I say that Hamza, this employee has an HR manager role of WorkBlix company only, and he can look at the data of WorkBlix company only. So this is what we can define the role assignment. So there are then workflow options. For example, once you do this, then under this administration module, we can define the application, different business processes workflow. What will be the workflow of leave application? For example, we can say that for the leave application, HR officer will initiate the things, like HR officer. Any question? Mubashir? Mishal? Hello? Yeah. مباشر
شوف نجرب إذا ممتاز ناخذ عرض سعر. لا.
Yes, Mishal.
Mishal, yes.
Yeah, you can. You guys are.
Yes.
We can continue.
Yes.
Okay, you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. So I was at application workflow. Like, we can define a workflow for different business processes. For example, in an organization, there is a requirement of leave application. And what will be the workflow for the leave application? HR officer in the HR department can write the leave application, and then the first approval person will be the supervisor of the employee. Second approval person will be the head of department. Third approval person will be the HR manager. And then last two are only notification groups, means that anyone in payroll department notification group will get the alert once it is approved by HR manager. And similarly, administration department will get the notification. So this is leave application workflow. We can do another thing that we have, for example, there is an email template also. You can design email, like what will be the email with this, the workflow. Each time it sends an alert, it will send an email to the user so they can look at in the system and then approve it. And there is another beautiful thing in the system for the workflow, which is, for example, I'll show you. Okay. We can define different routes of leave application. Even we can separate it department wise, we can separate it to grade wise, we can separate into like location wise. And how can we skip it? For example, I say that leave application workflow is same for all employees except who are in the C level, or who are in the grade A1, or who are having salary more than 15,000. So we can go here in term section and we can say that this will be the term that employee, like I can define a term like anyone who has let's say who's, for example, I can say that whose salary, okay, whose grade is equal to A1. It means that this employee workflow is applying only the grade A1 employees. So we can skip the workflow for some senior employees as well. It's clear?
Actually, in our company, we have multiple departments, almost 10 to 11 departments. All departments, they have different managers and different HODs. Okay. Once the leave submitted by the user, it will go to its head of department. After that, it's manager. Then after manager, it will go to the HR manager for approval. If it is a normal employee, okay. If it is a head of department will fill his leave. It will go to his manager. Then after that, HR manager. Okay. If it is a manager itself, then it will go to the HR manager and general manager.
That's fine. That's very simple workflow. That's we can manage from the first stage only. Very simple workflow. Okay. So I will move on. So this was the administration part where you can define the company's complete information setup. Then next is HR part where you can define the qualification of the employees, like education information if it requires to be captured. Like if you have a business requirement to capture the employee's education, we can define here. Then citizenship identification. This is something which is very common requirement in Saudi Arabia. What it is, by the way, you should look at it, by the way. You have two type of people in Saudi Arabia. One is locals and one is expats. Local has a national ID while expats has an ikama. National ID format is different, and ikama format is different. National ID starts with one always, and ikama ID starts with two always. And they can have a different calculation methodology, they can have a different compensation policy, they can have a different job descriptions as well. So we did it for every country, by the way. This is the same. Even if you go to United Kingdom, you will have two different formats of ID, one for the citizens of the United Kingdom and one for the residents of the United Kingdom. The same thing we did it here, so it was mapped with the company. Okay, second important thing what we did in this HR part, you can see there is a sponsor thing. This sponsorship requirement comes from Saudi Arabian Ministry of Labor, which
actually we also have two sponsors there. One is from contractor. We are taking some employees from contractor. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are giving their separate contract. It is a contractor employees and our company own employees.
Yeah.
So we are making two salary sheets each month.
Three options.
Perfect. Perfect. We can manage it. How we can manage it? Let me show you. Let's say I say this is a company. What Ministry of Labor says, if my sponsor is XYZ company, my salary should come from the XYZ bank account only, right? So we can manage it accordingly. What we can do, we will define a sponsor and then we will map a bank with this sponsor. And when we are going to add an employee, system will ask who is the sponsor of this employee. We will define the sponsor and then system will automatically lock the bank account. It means that when we will generate the salary sheet, it can be generated sponsor wise. And once you select the sponsor, only that salary sheet with that bank account only will come. So there will not be a chance of mistake. So this was a requirement of WPS, wage protection system, and then which is like from the annual side also, Javazar as well. So it's clear?
Yeah, clear.
Very good.
We also have the same issue.
So this issue will not be there in this system. Okay. Then second important thing, which is employee code, we can define either manual or either automatic. And beautiful thing of the system is that you can define employee code as per the job structure wise or as per the department wise. For example, I says that it's very simple. I have a company. For this company, let me define an, okay, for this company, it's a auto, which means that code length is 5. It can go up to 5 digits. First value will be 1001 and then goes on, system will automatically change the values 1002, 1003, 4, 5. Okay, if I say that my type code is segmented, which means that once I select the segmented, there will be a table appearing here. So system will ask me, okay, the first segment will be the department. Okay, segment number is like 1. This is department, and then I will have to select the department here. It's coming here, structure. Okay, fine. It shows me that this company, the starting value will be the 10. Similarly, I will
and it will generate the sequence accordingly.
See,
we actually don't want to change our coding scheme of employees. We have 4-digit employees coding scheme 001.
We will use the same thing. I'm just showing you the beautiful things of this system. Okay.
Yeah.
It means that employee code will be like this: the 102010 and then 01. This will be the employee code. If you have any such requirement, because sometimes company says that we need costing. Anyways, so it will be very simple. We will do the automatic 4-digit employee sequence only. Okay. What we do then? Okay, grades. Under grades part, we have two things actually in grades, grade set and grade. For example, let me show you the grade set. I say in my company has a grade A, B, C, and D. Under each part, I have A1 and A2. I did just grade part, and then I will go to the grade set, which has a link with the compensations, leaves, and other things. Let me open this. For example, I say that this is grade C1, and my grade C1 is a title of junior experts engineers or anything who has a university degree. It's a grade C1, and these are the compensation. I have pay elements, leave, travel, tickets, and assets. I have a policy that this employee can have a transport allowance. Okay, and this transport allowance is from 10 rupees to 1000 rupees. It can have a monthly frequency. It is optional or mandatory, and we can restrict without this or we can allow. Okay, similarly we can define all compensation with this grade. Once employees high, guys, are you with me?
Actually, he's discussing the grade. He said it's too many grades that in our company we have very simple environment. That,
no worries, we will define as per your requirements. If you have 4 grades, it will be 4 grades only. I'm just showing you the setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, in our company we have designations. Okay, not grading the people with their.
I will go there. I will go there. I was just telling you, if you have any such requirement, we can use it. Okay, once you, okay, I'll close this grade if it is not applicable to you. Okay, fine. We go with the job part. Let me open the job thing. See, let's say HR manager. Okay, I say that this is job code, this is the title, this is a description, effective from. If there is a requirement of job description, we can attach it here. What will be the level of this job? If it is important, we can define. What will be the family? It is which company or which division or which department, we can map it here. If there is anything, this class, equal employment opportunity applicable, we will show, otherwise we will hide. Whether job cost is regular or a casual, for example, it's a contractual employee or a permanent employee, we can use it. Okay. Other thing is like SIC code is like social insurance code, and it is according to the GOSI, by the way. And we can define here GOSI number. If there is any MOL code, for example, now in Saudi Arabia, every profession has a code, we can define here. And then compensation code, composition code is similar. If medical check is required, yes, it will be important. If gender specific, which means that this job is applicable only to male or female. Okay, this was a requirement from the Saudi Arabia. We did this feature. If it is specific to female, then you cannot.
GOSI number is also there.
Sorry.
GOSI.
Yeah, GOSI is there. GOSI is there. System will calculate GOSI. Okay, according to the nationality of the employee. Okay, if it is nationality restriction, means that this job is applicable to Saudi people only, or if it is not nationality specific, then we can uncheck this. Okay, under this part we can define like this job is from this grade for this company in this department. Okay, once you, then when you will hire an employee, it will automatically fetch all details, and if there is job description to be designed here, we can design it here.
Okay. You can upload any document here in this description.
You can design description here, or you can attach a description in the form of PDF or anything file here.
This is the hiring for the people. Which nationality person you want to hire? You have to
hiring.
Okay.
Yes, therefore.
Any question?
No question.
أبو إبراهيم شحال من عدنان بخصوص المستودع الكيماويات هذا النظام السابق يقول اليوم 29 الشهر جاي أبواع ولازم تخزنها هناك وما في مكان نخزنها.
Mrs. Shan, how many companies using this system in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, please.
In Saudi Arabia, only one company. Okay.
Okay.
What company? What's the name of this company, please?
Sorry?
Company name.
I will disclose it. I will disclose it. I will let you know. I will let you know everything about our company and about our clients detail later. No problems.
You have Arabic language in this program?
Yeah, I showed in the start. Yeah, let me do it. Let me do it now. See, this is English, this is Arabic. Once you click Arabic, it will be completely translated into the Arabic.
Good.
See, okay. If the data is entered in Arabic, it will appear in Arabic as well. We can, like when we will do implementation for this company.
جزء التوظيف مؤهل علمي تدريب عناصر توظيف الاختيار التقييم. Please open the appraisal window. Valuation. Appraisal window.
Appraisal window.
Yes.
Employees appraisal.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. We have a complete module of the performance appraisal. We can define multiple appraisal calendars, appraisal sequences. We can do 180 appraisal. We can do 360 appraisal.
هي عبد الرحمن عندهم هناك فاعطوه بعض الطلبات بمرة يستشفوا الجديد الآن بدل النظام الجديد.
Recruitment also.
Yeah, there is a recruitment. There is an employees training part also.
بس هم طالبين اكثر من 1000
3000
بيقولوا موظف من فوق. 3000 كان موظف من فوق الوصول مستحيل الا اذا تطلق على الطريق السريع، طريق الدلم ولا طريق وادي الدواسر على الخط القدام، وتجيب لك واحد يسويه تلقى بس مو مسوى خليك فوق 100.
Yeah, so actually we have BOD tomorrow, so they are discussing that. Can you go to next compensation and payroll module?
Fine. I want to show you something in job part. So there is one thing pending here, which is like position definition. Once you define the job, you can define the number of vacancies as well. For example, I say that for this company, system knows that under TY, there are 5 positions, there are 10 positions available and 5 are occupied, which means that we can define the positions as well. If there is a new, I will do something like I will define
this is for hiring. This
is
sorry, this is what?
This is for hiring the new peoples.
Yeah, this is before we start hiring, we will have to define the positions that data entry person, how many positions are available, 10 positions are available, which means that 1 is already occupied and 9 vacancies are still open. So you can hire 9 more people. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
And now I will go to employee part, which is like employee 360 view. This is something like whatever data you have entered so far, it will be fetched under this thing. For example, I will open a new employee hire screen. Okay. Right now you can see that employee code is blank. Once I select the company, for example, I select this national food company, system will show me the next employee sequence, which is 1335. And I cannot change the code. I cannot change employee this code. If I select the different company, let's say this enterprises company, it will have
this window to fill new employees?
No. In other windows, all you will fill the windows. Automatically data will come here in employee.
Okay. See, the employee code is coming automatically. I've selected, I'm changing the companies, and then the code sequence is also changing. For this company, this is 3002 employee code. If I hire new, for this company, National Food, it will have a different sequence, which is 1335. If I go another company, it will have another sequence. So accordingly, system knows what needs to be done. For example, then, okay, I will not do the complete testing here, but I will show you some features. If you say that the date of joining of this employee is this, system will calculate the service period, 2 years, 2 months, and 17 days. Okay, and effective form we can select according to our payroll. Okay.
They also will calculate the system.
Sorry, what?
And as per its joining date, system will calculate its end of services benefit.
Exactly, accruals every month. That's why we are taking date of joining, 2 years, 2 months, 17 days. We will have to take it accurately at every payroll date. Whatever payroll date is, at the end of that month, system will calculate end of service accruals. And if it is going to be terminated or resigned, then system will calculate the end of service benefits.
Please show us the payroll report, please.
Okay. You don't want to look at this HR part?
This is no problem. We need to see the.
This all systems have these possibilities.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Actually, this is only data entry.
No,
your system is having a lot of.
There is one thing only. For example, I was showing the sponsor part. Right now, you can see that on the payment section, there is no bank account. Okay, there is no bank account is coming. Once I select the sponsor here, okay, once I select the sponsor, only then this payment tab will have the bank information, and you cannot change it. It's only one bank only. This was the WPS requirement. I'll go to the payroll part now.
After that, inshallah, attendance report we need to see also.
Okay. In payroll, we do something like first of all, we define payroll calendars, which means that every company has a different payroll calendar, and we can say that it's a monthly frequency. Minimum payroll will be for 1 day and maximum payroll will be for 31 days. Then in each payroll calendar, there will be different payroll process months. For example, we have a monthly calendar, which means that for the payroll 2019, we have these two calendars, and we can define as many as we want. It will be maximum 12 payroll periods in 1 year. Then, as I told you, we have a different payroll pay set groups. We can define a different payroll groups. For example, if I say that for this company, this is like one payroll part only, and then under this payroll, this is pay set. Under this company, Tausif Enterprises, if it is required, we can design different payroll. Like you can see that Tausif Garments Division, I will do it like this. It has 3 different pay sets. Okay, it has 3 different pay sets for one company. If I define a new, which means that accordingly I can map employees to these different pay sets. For example, I say that I have a Tausif Enterprises payroll, and then I can design a new pay set here. Why it is important? Because we are going to map employees according to this pay set. Let me show you pay set employee mapping. Which means that for example, for this company, we have this payroll, and we have this pay set. I can map employees. Currently, these employees are mapped. I can say that whether this is active or inactive. If employee is resigned or terminated, this 2 period will be his last working day. If I say that he is inactive, like he has not been resigned or terminated, he is just suspended from the payroll, maybe for some disciplinary action or anything else, I can just say it inactive, and it will not appear in the payroll accordingly.
Can I ask one question here? Because sometime what happened, we terminate the contract of employee,
okay,
mid of the month, okay, and we are giving him his settlement, 15-day settlement, and he left cash, okay. Can in system we can make his 15-day settlement, and system will generate its pay slip, and later end of the month, okay, it should not show in the final payroll report, okay, because he already take the slip, he already take the payment.
Yeah, in the system we have area calculation payroll, okay, and in the HR part, I'll show you something. In HR part, there is a requirement. Let's say This is
Can stop anyone?
final settlement. Once you run the final settlement on this form, let me open this. Once you run the final settlement at any time of the month, if it is processed, this employee will not appear in the end of the month payroll. This is a screen where you can define like whether it's a cash or a payroll. If it's cash,
Okay.
for example, I say that National Foods employee, okay, and then it will show me only those employees who have been resigned only or terminated. Active employee status will not appear here. Once you run the settlement, it will not appear in the regular payroll.
Yeah, if we terminate the contract, we come here to give him final settlement in system. We will give him cash payment method and fetch its record. Okay.
Yes.
Then after that, it will not show in a salary.
Payroll. Exactly. It will not appear in the payroll. Okay. So this is where we can map the pay set to employees. So I can control from this. Okay. Then let me.
And one more question, Mr. Zishan. Sorry to disturb you. Some employees going on vacation, annual vacation. Okay. So those employees will show in payroll or not, because their status is on leave.
Yeah, okay, fine. This is very normal and usual requirement of not only Saudi Arabia, in fact, every Middle East country. When employee goes on annual leave, they take advance salary. Okay, they take normally 1 month or 2 month advance salary. If it is paid in advance, it will not appear in the payroll. If it is not paid, then it will appear in the payroll. We can control it as per your business needs.
And in our company, we are calculating the overtime from previous month 21 to next month 20, because up to 20 we have to take all overtimes and then prepare the payroll, and we are preparing the payroll up to 25. Okay?
That's why Mubashir, I've understood it. That's why we have a cutoff date option here. You see that we define the cutoff date here. It means that system will consider payroll timesheet data from this cutoff date till 19th of the month. So
previous month 20 to this month 20, it will be 30 days. So
yes,
it will
be 30 days.
We are calculating on basis of 30 days.
Yeah, we will do the same thing. Okay. You are calculating on the based on the 30 days. So what we will do on this part also in payroll calendar, okay, we will define the maximum number of days to 30. Okay, once we do this, system will take 30 only. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the cutoff date option here. This cutoff date is for actually timesheet calculation. So, okay, which is important thing, what I need to show you in pay element. For example, we have a multiple payroll options here. Let me show you the GOSI part. Okay, GOSI contribution from the employee side and GOSI contribution from the company side. There are two things. Okay, for example, let me open from the company side. It says that please give me only 2-3 minutes to explain you what important features on this form. It is accountable, which means it is not earning, it is not deduction, it is not allowance, it is accountable. Accountable that company is paying the contribution, but it will not be a deduction from the employee salary, it will not be an earning of the employee, it will just be a debit or credit entry will be passed accordingly. So we can record the amounts of the contribution of the company, and here we write the formula how it will be calculated. Okay, this is pure SQL things which you may not understand, but this is what according to the Saudi rules we can define the GOSI contribution by the company. Okay, what I want to show you, this is benefit. Okay, element classification, it's a benefit from the company or the government, but it's not an earning or allowance of the employee. Okay, other part of the GOSI, which is okay, which is from the employee salary. Now you see that it's a deduction. Its element classification is deduction. Pay element type is also deduction. Okay, and then it can be hold, which means that if employee is suspended, in some cases there was a requirement for our client in Saudi Arabia, they were not calculating GOSI for some employees because they were suspended for some reason. I don't know what was the law, but they asked us to hold it for some time. Okay, GOSI contribution is a deduction, so accordingly system will consider it as a deduction and show it in the pay slip as a deduction. Employee salary will be reduced, and this was the formula we used it for this calculation. What the beauty of this system that we can calculate any type of complex formula, whatever it is. For example, even if you says that we have a education allowance, and this education allowance is 1000 real for every employee except for those employee who have a salary more than 12,000 real, their education allowance will be 500 real per month for their 2 kids only, even if they have 4 kids. So we will get the complete information in the system because we define the dependent's family information also in the system. We take their ages. So we will calculate the education allowance in one single pay element based on this formula. And then if it is like deduction part, it will be deduction. If it is allowance, it will be allowance. We differentiate earnings and allowances as well. For example, how? I'll show you something. In payroll, let's say I have a basic salary. If you say that it's a basic salary, it will be taken as an earning. See, pay element is an earning, okay, which means that if employee is working for the 30 days, he will earn the basic salary. If he worked 25 days, he will earn the basic salary of the 25 days. And accordingly, housing and transport will also be considered. You say that amount is flat, which means that at the time of hiring, we will define the basic salary of this employee, which will be fixed. But what other things, which is housing allowance and transport allowance, housing is 25% of basic, or 2 basic of the year will be considered as a full year housing allowance, right? Is this the rule?
Yeah, actually we are not giving on percentage. We have different housing allowance for different employees. There is no structure for employees.
That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. Let me show you the housing allowance currently. Okay, it is a percentage. Percentage is a basic salary, but this will be defined in the employee profile. When you are going to hire an employee, you can define the percentage. If you want a flat, we will change it to flat, and then at the time of employee addition, you can define the housing allowance, whatever you want. Okay.
Okay.
So like this, we can define as many pay elements as we want. Other thing is accruals. Let me show you accruals also, please. Okay. See, accrued severance pay, which means that system will calculate the end of service of every employee at every end of the month, assuming that if this employee leaves today, what will be his severance pay? This will not be in the payroll. This will be for accounting purpose only. Maybe your finance department needs it. So we can define accrued severance pay, accrued air tickets, accrued leave pay, visa attestation things, medical expenses, and IQAMA passport things, etc.
Okay. Okay, we understand. Actually, some areas we are keeping. Sometimes our employees, they are going on annual leave. We are keeping their 5 because they are going on 20. We are generating a salary on 20, and they are going on 27. Actually, it's a prayer time here, so they want to go to a prayer.
Yeah. So, fine. We can hold for the session. You go and pray and come back. We will start again. No problems.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just let me know on the WhatsApp, Mubashir, when you are available. I'll start the session. Okay.
Okay.